At tayo ay nandito ulit sa ating panelist at tinatawagan ko ang aking magandang asawa para pangunahan tayo.
Okay, magandang araw po sa ating lahat. So, napakaganda no, ng ating topic ngayong araw na to, no, knowing the will of God. No? I like what you said a while ago, no? Lalo na ngayong pandemic, panahon ng crisis, no? The safest place to be in the whole universe is to be at the center of the will of God. So ang mahalaga, no, malaman natin, no, ang kalooban ng Panginoon. Napakahalaga, napaka-essential po niyan ngayon. Okay? Kasi nga, no, thank you, Pastor, for teaching us, no, how to know the will of God. And right now, meron po tayong 3 invited panelists, no? Can we welcome them now? Paki-on niyo na po ang inyong video, no? Actually, hindi na sila secret, hindi na sila surprise. Kasi if you check our ayusin lang natin, gusto kong makita sila. Yan, no? If you check our pages last night, no? Ipinakita na natin ang mga mukha nila. Okay? Ipakilala ko lang sila isa-isa, no, before they share their testimony today. First up, no, we have here Erin. Ngayon ko lang nalaman, no, na paano ba i-pronounce yan? Ikaw nga magsabi ng pangalan mo. Kilala ko lang siya na Erin eh.
Gladriel.
Glad. So you're always glad, real. Okay, Inorba, no? She is 17 years old. Okay? And ano siya, no, incoming. Actually, enrolled na siya, no? Incoming first year college student siya ng St. Louis University sa Baguio City. At ang kukunin niya, in-enroll niyang course ay BS Major in Medical Laboratory Science. Wow, magdodoktor itong si Erin, okay? And of course, we have panelist natin last week, no? Si Engineer Christian Julius Viray, okay? So, kanina SOD, no, si Erin, SOD po siya. Ito naman, young professional.
Pwede naman ligaw.
Oo, no, syempre engineer na at 26 years old na. Okay, mamaya i-announce niya siguro no, para sa kanyang buhay. Okay, siya po ay nag-work ngayon, no, sa TI or Texas Instruments sa Baguio City. Okay, as quality assurance engineer. So actually nasa Baguio siya ngayon. Okay, so nasa Baguio siya. And of course, no, from Alaminos City, let's welcome, no, si Sir Rob, no, ang tawag namin sa kanya, Sir Rob. Pero siguro nakikita nyo, no, yung ganyan pala kahaba ang kanyang pangalan. Christian Reo Benz. Okay, Morante. Okay, si Sir Rob po, siya po ang board of trustee at college director ng Past College. Actually, they have a lot of businesses, no? Pero ito lang yung ibinigay niya. Ayaw niya masyadong expose, okay? Ang kanyang mga blessings. And he is married, no? Among our panelists ngayon, no? Si Sir Rob yung married at meron silang napaka-cute, no, na daughter na si Angel. Okay? So, ito yung processing natin. Ipo-process natin. Napakalang i-process po natin yung topic ngayon. No? Ito yung tanong natin sa kanila. Okay? Paano ninyo na-discover, no, yung will ng Lord sa inyong buhay? Siguro uunahin ko itong si Erin. No? Si Erin kasi medyo kilala ko ito kasi direct disciple ko siya. No? I think at the end of the year, she was very excited. Kasi may magpapaaral sa kanya sa Amerika, no? Meron, ano ba yun? Ano na eh, may magbibigay na ng support sa kanya, may university na, may course na, sagot ang tuition, bahay, and everything. Wow. So ako naman, bilang kanyang discipler, I was very excited, no? Kasi natutuwa ako pag nararating ng mga disciples natin ang mga pangarap nila. Pero alam mo yun, at the same time, may konting lungkot kasi mahihiwalay na ang aking disciple, no, sa atin. But yun nga, we prayed about it. So ngayon, and later on, no, tinawag niya sa akin, in-inform niya ako na enrolled na siya sa SLU. Okay? And she told me, no, that she realized that that is God's will for her. Okay? So tatanungin natin, no, bakit gano'n? No? Paano mo nalaman na kalooban ng Lord na nandito ka ngayon at hindi sa Amerika? Okay, let's listen from Erin, from herself.
And good morning, everyone that is tuning in and watching live from their homes. I'm Erin, as Pastora introduced. I am currently enrolled as a first year college in St. Louis University. So, ang dami kong pinagdaanan actually na hindrances. Hindi lang siya yung about that. So, first yun nga, yung the pandemic. Dahil nga pandemic, so lahat talaga lockdown, you're a minor, you cannot go out. Ready na lahat ng requirements. I'm reviewing for the exam that I should take. Lahat, as in, the passport, yung visa na lang yung yung wino-work in. Pero it's not the will of God and it hurt me. Sabi ko, Lord, grabe ka, binigyan mo na ako ng vision, ni-reveal mo na sa akin, pero still, what is your will? Parang sobrang nagtatanong ako kay Lord and I keep praying. So, in the 3 points, I will focus and emphasize that knowing the will of God through prayer. So, in yung first one, the pandemic. The second one is dahil nga pandemic, so okay, ayoko na, hindi na ako para sa US. So, nag-stay na lang ako for what's better here in the Philippines. I have a dream school actually here in the Philippines. Sabi ko, pag ito pumasa ako dito, hindi na ako tutuloy. Ganun. Pero, sadly, hindi ako nakapasa. It was really my dream university. I prayed for it. During the CET, I was really crying out to God, God, ipasama ako sa university na to. Pero hindi ako pinasa ng Lord. And this one breaks me. Yung pangatlo naman, PUP. Actually, it's one of the greatest university here in the Philippines. Ayoko na, parang give up ko na yung first choice of course ko. And gusto ko na mag-BS Psychology. And yun nga, one of the top school ng BS Psychology is PUP nga. Pero nakapasa ako, I'm in the waiting list favorably kasi hindi naman din ako nag-take ng CET nila since yun nga lockdown na, hindi na po ako naabutan ng CET. Binase na lang po sa grades and I'm on the waiting list. It's really the will of God. I really prayed talaga, sabi ko, Lord, sobra yung prayer, like humihingi na ako ng signs. Lord, pag kumidlat, pag umulan, ganyan, PUP na talaga. But then, God give me the signs, like umulan, kumidlat. Pero still, hindi po ako nakapag-enroll in PUP. That time, I feel wrecked. Like yung parang kay Apostle Paul. Like kapag nagsishipwreck sila, like floating na lang siya eh. And the only hope that he has is to call to God, to seek the Lord every night. Diretso yan, 2 weeks, like, really, I'm crying. I don't know what to do. Lahat ng sinabi mo, shinare mo pa sa church, ganyan, hindi naman pala matutuloy. I was really frustrated. I don't know what to do. And then, suddenly, God revealed it to me. Sabi niya, you know what? Many are the plans of men, but still, my will be done. And I cried out to God like, Lord, this time, God, i-reveal mo sa akin. I really cried out to God. I prayed every night, every day. Hindi lang siya sa time ng prayer, pero as in, kapag tinawag ako ng Lord, pray, pray. Kahit ayoko talaga mag-pray. Kasi sobrang, it takes time na mag-pray. It takes maybe 1 hour, 2 hours na mag-pray just to seek God. And then, yun nga, ni-reveal sa akin ng Lord. I surrendered to God the first day ng enrollment sa university ng SLU. Sabi ko, ay Lord, ayoko dito. Ayoko talaga sa SLU. Least choice ko siya. Actually, kaya ako nag-exam doon. Kasi pinush lang ako ng mga kaibigan ko, pinush ako ng mama ko na mag-exam. Pero ayoko talaga kasi alam ko na may plano na ako eh. So, but still, it's not the will of God. Then I surrendered. I take the application, nag-enroll, nag-send ng requirements, and suddenly, enrolled na ako, which is praise God. And I will never know that if God will never close the doors for me and He will open that door for me. Sabi nga nila, until maging broken ka, hindi mo malalaman, hindi mo masisik si Lord ng tama. So, maybe that's the very will of God, that for me to pray, for me to seek the Lord. And dahil nga nasik ko si Lord through prayer, I am expecting for more and I am longing to pray for more. Kasi nga, dun ko nalaman that it is really the will of God that will be done to my life. So, yun po.
Wow. Sobrang masaya ngayon siguro yung mga SLU, no? Kaway-kaway sa mga SLU students na yung host natin kanina, si Ems, SLU, si Claudine. Sino pa ba yung mga SLU dyan, no? Yan, schoolmate nyo na si Erin. Ako nga, no, pag will ng Lord, grabe may may blessing, no, may guidance si Lord, no, walang naging aberya, walang hindrance, talagang ipinagkaloob ng Panginoon sa kanya. And napakahalaga ng prayer because prayer, no, her fellowship with God prepared her. Tapos ang galing sinabi niya, yung surrender, no, may breaking, no, so na-touch din talaga pati yung renewing of mind. And then meron siyang word, no, na pinanghawakan. Wow, thank you very much, no. So sa lahat ng hindi pa rin decided kung saan kayo papasok ngayon, no, parang nagtatalo yung will mo at will ni Lord. Ayan, mag-pray ka, dagdagan mo pa ng fasting, no, hanggang maging malinaw kasi mahirap talaga, no, mahirap yung papasok ka, no, sa isang bagay, sa isang campus, kukunin mo ang isang course na hindi will ng Lord. And thank God, no, He gave us prayer, no, para marinig natin yung boses niya. Okay, thank you very much, Erin. Now, palakpakan naman natin si Erin. Okay, so praise God, blessing, lumaban ang signal mo dyan, ano? Okay. Okay. Now, let's go to Baguio City, si Engineer. Engineer, direct disciple din ni Pastor, no? May time to nag-work sa Manila, struggle, no? Every weekend. May time, tumakbo ka pa yatang SK chairman, tama ba?
Kagawad. Opo, chairman po.
Panalo.
Na-broadcast
Madami siyang pinagdaan pain, pero grabe, ang ang ganda lang ng blessing niya. No? Siya na magkikwento mamaya ng blessing. Pero siguro yung question natin, no? Paano mo nalaman? Actually, since lockdown, hindi pa natin nakikita si Julius, no? Since lockdown, hindi siya nakakababa. Nandun lang talaga siya sa Baguio. So, paano mo nalaman na that work, that company, that place, no, is God's will for you? No, please share to us.
Okay po, so unang-una po sa lahat, good afternoon po sa mga nanonood. I'm Christian Julius Veray. 6 years na po akong disciple nila, Pastor Sandy. Ayun po yung is kung paano ko po na-confirm sa Lord yung company ko po ngayon. Actually, ang bilis po ng panahon yung time na yon kasi July 15 po ako na-hire last year, 2019, and then 2 weeks, parang meron lang po ako nakita sa internet na hiring po sila dito. Nagpasa po ako ng requirements. Actually, na-applyan ko na po lahat ng engineering firm sa Pangasinan at that time, sa B Corp, so ganun po. And then, ang bilis po, kasi 2 weeks before ng July 15 na tinawagan po nila ako for short na interview, and then yun po, for short, na-confirm po ako na mag-start na po ng July 15. And then, ang naging problem po nun is, July 19 and 20 is my Destiny Weekend, which is, I was assigned as assistant coordinator at that time. And then, nung na-open ko po kina Pastor sa din, Ate Lots, yung time na yon, sabi nila sa akin, paano yan? Assistant coordinator ka ng Destiny Weekend. So, ang challenge po sa akin, it's either hindi pa ako mag-start that week ng July 15 or magpapaalam po ako na Thursday or Friday is uuwi po ako. Or pag hindi po talaga nila ako pinayagan, malinaw po na it's not the will of the Lord, yung work ko po na yon. And then, during that time, I have my word na Hebrews 13:17, sabi niya doon, obey your leader and submit to them, for they watch on behalf of your soul, as those who will give account, that they may do this with joy and not with groaning, for that would be unprofitable for you. So parang, grabe lang yung word na to, na sinasabi niya dito is, obey your leader, you trust them, and I know that they are ahead of me, gano'n. Yung parang, alam po nila yung this is for me, not for them. Actually, their advice is for me, for my own good. Na pag hindi ko daw inobey yung sinasabi ng leader ko, it's unprofitable for me. And ayun nga po, andun na po ako ng July 15 nung sa HR. Actually, di ko pa nami-meet yung manager ko. First 2 days is parang policy, something HR pa lang po. Pero the first day na nag-decide na po ako na sabihin ko po sa HR na uuwi po ako ng Pangasinan by Thursday and Friday. So sabi naman nila, wala daw problema sa HR. And then that time, hindi ko pa po nakakausap yung manager ko. Wednesday ko na po nakausap. So nung Wednesday, pinayagan naman po nila akong umuwi at that time.
Wow.
And then, grabe lang po talaga yung ano ni Lord. And then, actually, during those times, before po ako nag-decide, ang hirap po. Kasi parang pinag-fastingan ko pa, ganun. Actually, parang it's either i-give up ko yung work ko or I'm giving up my ministry to the Lord. Parang ganun. So, astig lang kasi tinuro through the guidance din nila kuya, nila ate Mia, kung ano yung mga sasabihin ko sa company at that time. Na-hire po ako. And then meron po akong confirmation na sa Numbers 14:40, sabi niya, then they get up early the next morning. And when top of the range of the hills, sa other version, it's mountain. And then sabi niya, we are now ready to enter the land the Lord has promised us. Sabi ganun parang it's a confirmation. And then actually 1 year na po ako dito sa Baguio, 1 year and 1 month last July. And then hindi po naging madali is yung work ko po, as in meron yung times na tinaningan po nila hindi yan tatagal 6 months, 3 months kasi yung kapalit ko pala hindi po umabot ng 1 month. Tinaningan talaga nila ako hanggang 3 months lang yan. Sabihan nila ako na, alam mo ba, lahat ng mga QA, pinaiyak na namin dito. Sabihan nila sa akin na, bakit ikaw yung, marami po akong pinagdaanan. But actually, the promise of the Lord, yun po yung nagbibigay sa iyo ng strength to go on. And then, ano siya along the way, na parang, ang sarap lang balikan yung mga times na yon. And during these times, I know that it's the Lord's promise sa akin. And then, ang benefit po na alam mo yung will ni Lord, unang-una hindi ka na magkakamali sa mga decision mo, guided ka, secured ka, at ngayon sa pandemic ngayon, yun nga, ang blessing po nun is hindi po ako natanggal sa ibang company, nagsisialisan, parang, and then, ang ano po ngayon is how you be faithful. And ever since po, nung na-hire po ako ng Baguio, every weekend umuwi po ako. Parang nung nag-declare na lang po ng lockdown na ano po. And then thankful po ako kina pastor kasi hindi rin po naging aksidente yung training ko na for the 6 years nung na dinidisciple ako ni pastor kasi nung asa work na po ako, mas matindi pala. Mas matinding correction, mas matinding battle. So, grabe lang po talaga si Lord that the Lord is preparing us para yung promised land, yung promise na ano po is ano po. Yun po, ate.
Wow. Thank you so much, engineer, for sharing that, no? Grabe yung unang-una, no? Yung na-hire ka na, tapos on the first week, he has to file a leave, no? Okay. First week na pa lang, kailangan niya lang humingi ng leave dahil nga assistant coordinator siya ng Destiny Weekend. Actually, nakita ko yung nung sinabi ni Julius yun. Alam ko yun, nasa meeting kami nung sinabi niya, ate, na-hire na po ako, magsisimula na po ako ng Monday. Nakita ko yung mukha niya Ina-expect niya ang sagot ko, wow, congrats! Pero hindi, ang sabi ko, o di sabihin mo, sabihin mo, you cannot start right away because you are the coordinator of our destiny. Parang we were training him that time to prioritize yung kanyang commitment sa Lord. At naging ano nga yun parang naging batayan natin. If this work is from the Lord, it will not be a hindrance to your serving God. At ang galing lang, no? So nakapagsimula siya, tapos Thursday pa lang yata, on her 4th and 5th day, he was allowed by the company to live sa work para makapag-serve sa Lord. Wow, and that is a great model. And yun nga, grabe, hindi natin alam kung magkano ang sweldo ni Julius ngayon, pero ang balita ko, pinapagawa niya ang kanilang bahay sa Malasiki. Si Pastora Mia nga, si Pastora Mia kumikita na ng malaki to sa city, pero sabi niya kay Julius, baka meron ako diyang, parang gusto niya na ding, okay, so, grabe, ang galing lang, ang galing lang. Daanan mo lang kung ano yung mga pagsubok, pagtagumpayan, and later on, God will reward you. The Lord will fill you with blessings. So, ang next na lang na aalamin ni Julius na will ng Lord, sino kaya? Ayan!
Engineer din ba siya?
Uy!
Teacher ba siya?
Tignan natin, ano ba yung shinare mo kanina? Yung wired, Yung wired, Yung wired daw, Kanino kaya siya wired? Mga SOD, hindi po kayo yon, Para po yon sa mga young professionals na katulad ni Julian. Okay. So, ayan, excited po ako. Let's hear from our last panelist, si Sir Rob. Actually, si Sir Rob, nakakatawa, nakaka-humble, no? Direct disciple siya ni Pastor Sandy. Ilang taon na nakaraan na yon yung pinag-pray mo siya na sabi niya, Pastor, I don't have time. Ilang taon nang, parang more than 10 years na yata yun, no? Ilang taon na ba si Angel, sir? Ilang taon na si Angel, yung daughter nyo? Kasi kung ilang taon na si Angel, dagdagan mo ng isang taon yun. Okay? So like 8 years ago, Pastor Sandy, no, prayed, wanted to share the word sa kanya sa past college. Pero sabi niya, I don't have time. So sabi ni Pastor Sandy, okay, let me just pray for you. Ang sagot niya, okay, make it quick. No? Ganon. No? Pero ngayon, grabe, pag mag-life group sila, ni Pastor Sandy, grabe, 3 oras, maiksi po ang 3 oras. Okay, so ako naiintindihan ko na, pag sinabi niyang punta ko kay sir, magkakape kami ni sir, alam ko na yon. So, okay, talagang nag-e-enjoy sila sa tapan. So, ang tanong namin sa you, sir, no, kasi nga, you're known sa mga taga-pass, kilala ka, sir, na talagang stricto, perfectionist, no? Sabi nga nung isang, si Dr. Rosana nga, sabi, hindi ka daw ngumingiti noon, hindi ka malapitan, mag-good morning daw sila sa'yo, wala kang reaction, no? Pero ang laki daw ng pagbabago ngayon, no? What, no? Paano mo nalaman na yung kung nasaan ka ngayon, yun ang kalooban ng Lord sa'yo? Okay, so we want to hear from you, sir.
And what changed your mind?
Yon.
Sa word ng Lord. Mag-unmute ka na, sir. Mag-unmute ka muna, sir.
Yan, hello. Good morning, Pastor and Pastora, and to all the listeners of Destiny Church. I guess yung question sa akin is it's sort of like for me I summarize it as a continuing journey. Na patuloy pa rin siya. But, it was not a very easy one. Kasi sabi nga ni Pastor, wala akong time noon. I actually admit that. Actually, nung tumatawad pa si Pastor na ipag-pray ako, sinabi ko, wala pa rin akong time eh. But, that was me before. Sabi nga sa Bible natin is, the old is gone and the new has come. And, sa akin, how my journey started is at first, God made me realize first that He exists. Because I did not knew Him before. I confess this to Pastor na for me noon, God was a Sunday thing. Meaning, pag Sunday, dyan siya. Pero pag trabaho, walang God. And it was very difficult because it took a very hard trial that our entire family had to go through for me to realize na meron pala akong tatay in heaven. And before kasi ako, usually if my problem or my dilemma, ang mindset ko is ganito eh. Bakit nangyayari sa akin to? Bakit ito parang feeling ko curse, ano bang ginawa kong masama? But nung dumating itong malaking trial sa aming family, I found out that there's a purpose pala for it. God wanted me to get to know Him through hardships and trials. So, it is through these trials na doon nabuksan yung spiritual desire ko to pursue Him. Kasi, as Pastor has said and even others had observed, for me, ako yung tipo na kung may problema, I try to solve it on my own. Meaning, I need to control the things that I need to control to manage things. But ito yung binigay ni God sa akin is out of my control eh. Hindi ko siya kayang talagang mahandalan. And God is so very loving na He always sends people at the right time, not too early, not too late, but just at the right time to make you sure that you're rescued and saved. God sent me 3 people, and one of the primary persons is actually Pastor Sandy. Kaya let me take this opportunity again, Pastor, na maraming salamat, and you took your time na akyatin ako dito sa path. Almost every week, sometimes even every day, just to minister to me and guide me. You served as a great instrument in guiding me in my relationship with Christ. Now, sa akin, ang natutunan ko kay Pastor nung ni-life group niya ako is that for me to determine yung God's will nga, it's more of a journey, and then it started first with education. Nakakatuwa nga, I belong in an academic institution, and then dapat alam ko na yun, na for you to have that right mindset, you need to be educated right. It's just na parang ang Bible sa akin is parang display lang yan na nandyan lang sa tabi. And then when Pastor brought the Bible to me for me to read it, that's when I started to realize na education is the key to renew your thinking. Doon magbabago lahat ng mindset mo. Like all the things that you thought was mga earthbound thinking, magiging iba na. So parang kumbaga I had this worldview, and then it transformed into worldview, meaning based on biblical concepts. And doon ako nagkaroon ng epiphany because and realization where, you know, if you immerse your mind in biblical concept, doon lang magbabago talaga yung renewal of your mind. Pastor Sandy was so kind enough to be always there. Pag may tanong ako, kung minsan nga isang text, instead na magre-reply yan, tatawag. Kung minsan nga, magte-text lang ako, magtatanong lang ako, pupuntahan ako niyan. So, it is then there that my perception in life started to change. I saw my wife differently. I saw the people around me differently. God taught me na to have this renewed self for others. It's more of me changing for others, not others changing for me. Kaya, yung problem na na-encounter namin, may pinanghawakan kasi akong verse during that time. It was, if I recall it, Ezekiel 36:26, where it said that I will give you a new heart, and I will put a new spirit within you, and I will remove the heart of stone from your body and give you a heart of flesh. That actually is a verse for my father. I prayed that for him every day unceasingly. I never stopped. Sorry. So I guess God has this funny way of you know, when you pray for someone, you think na, okay, God, baguhin mo na siya. Pero ang ikinakatawa ko is that God changed me first. Inuna niya ako, and then that's where, when I started to transform, that's where I also started to see changes in my father. In short, where we are right now is I'm filled with so much hope. Hindi katulad nung before na self-reliance. Now it's more on reliance only on the Word of God, on the truth, and of course, on things that are eternal. So I guess in short sa akin, the journey is like, if you want to know the will of God, first you have to accept the truth. You have to accept the truth, but in order for you to accept the truth, you have to acquire first the truth. And then after you do those two things, I learned that the last step for complete transformation is you apply these truths every day. Kaya sa akin, it's a continuous journey na pagpatuloy mo siyang susubaybayan, ang daming trials na darating. Sa akin nga, isang kagandahan is mahirap nga maging Christian. Sinabi rin, pastor is a very practical pastor. He never sugarcoats kung ano yung mga trials. Talagang ang sabi niya sa akin, hindi yan dadali, masihirap yan. Pero ang kagandahan na nangyari sa akin is that meron ka ng sinasandalan. Meron kang peace of mind. There is joy and happiness that no thing here on earth can change it. Kaya again, maraming salamat hindi lang kay Pastor at kay Pastora, sa entire Destiny Church that welcomed me through your home. And I am forever indebted na it took how many years yung pinagdasal niyo palang past college din kasama ng ako at aking pamilya na ngayon lang nagbunga. Nasabi ko nga ganon, God is never too late, it's never too early, He always arrives at the right time. So again, maraming salamat Pastor and to Destiny Church.
Yay.
Wow. Thank you very much,
Thank you, sir,
for sharing your journey. Actually, as if impossible na makausap yan si Sir Rob. Pero yung it took us 6 to 7 years just to pray for him, to be specifically siya lang ang pinag-pray namin noon. And 6 years in the making na pinuntahan ko sa past college dahil si Pastor Raji kumuha ng appointment. Pagdating ko, sabi niya, "Sir, can I share the gospel?" Sabi niya, "Ay, sorry, Pastor, I have no time for the Bible study. I have another work." Okay, sabi niya, "Pwede pa 5 minutes lang?" "I'm sorry talaga, Pastor. I'm so busy." Pag-pray ko na lang kayo. Okay, pero kung paano na-renew yung mind ni Sir Rob na dati wala siyang time sa Bible, di niya display lang yung Bible sa kanya. At yung kung paano na-renew yung time na yung na-renew yung kanyang mind na basahin ng Bible, magtiwala sa Bible. At ang isang nakakabilib na nangyari pa dahil sa uhaw ni Sir Rob, nag-fasting siya ng water for, is it 5 days, 8 days yun, sir?
Yes, mga 7.
Mga 7 days. No? Dati hindi naniniwala sa Bible. Walang oras sa Bible, pero nag-fasting. Nung water, as in water lang.
Wow.
Ang hirap nun. Okay? So yung God is really doing great kay Sir Rob. Isa pa, patuloy natin pag-pray yung past college. Siguro i-plug na natin ngayon, Sir Rob, yung mga gustong mag-enroll. This is your is your passport to success. Tama? Si Pastor G, nag-work doon. Si Peter, si Rizal,
Si Thea.
si Madam Thea. Okay, they're now working sa past college. Gusto kong i-promote ang past college sa buong mundo. Okay. Okay, yung mga senior high, okay, you can enroll, if you want the best teachers, nasa past college yun. You want godly teachers, nasa past college din yun. And merong program ang past college na kung saan ang isang goal nila is ilapit sa Diyos ang mga estudyante at ang mga teachers. And ito yung isang napakalaking pagbabago na ginawa ni Sir Rob, na actually may ini-schedule siya ulit ngayon na pag-pray nyo ako, pag-pray nyo yung past college. Na yung mga teachers, mayroong Saturday service sa past college. Okay? At ini-incorporate talaga nila yung Word of God sa past college. So sa akin, that's a great start journey. Which is, yan yung totoong will ng Lord. Okay, sa buhay ni Sir Rob, sa kanyang family, saka sa Pascalis. Thank you, sir, for sharing
Thank you po.
your journey. Okay,
Thank you as well.
What?
Grabe, no? Parang, actually, pag magkwentuhan kami ni Sir Rob, oras. Kaya nga sabi ko, parang ang hirap yata na 3 to 5 minutes lang magkukwento si Sir Rob. Kami, pag nag-uusap kami ni Sir Rob, sabi ko, 1 oras lang tayo, sir, ha? Sabi ko. Pero, oras na. So, ngayon, I want to thank everyone who is watching sa ngayon, no? Lahat ng nasa Zoom, please open your bago pa, no?
Okay lang,
okay lang kayong pumasok.
Pasok
pero
na kayo.
alam niyo ba, no? I-share ni Lotis ngayon kung paano niya nalaman na ako ang God's will sa kanyang buhay, bagamat ayaw niya sa akin noon. Oh, honey, can you share?
Ayan, pasok na kayo para mukhang may kausap ako, di ba? Actually, hindi dapat ako mag-share nito eh. Si Pastora Venus dapat. Pero naisip namin mas maganda, no? Pag naging panelist natin si Pastora Venus, kasama na ang kanyang...
Ayaw niya sa akin noon.
At balita ko nasa Cebu. Nasa Cebu na siya ngayon. Cebu or Clark. Anyway, paano ko nalaman? Makinig, mga SOD, mga singles, paano ko nalaman na si Pastor San God's will for me? Number 1, I was 25 years old. I prayed. Prayer. Point number 1. I prayed and fasted for 10 days. Ayan. So, naglaan talaga ako ng 10 araw to pray. Focus prayer. To pray specifically. No? For my future partner. That time kasi, no, may offer akong work sa Manila. Ang ganda ng offer sa Manila. So I prayed, no? Grabe yung prayer ko. Sabi ko, Lord, in 10 days, pag hindi mo pinakita kung sino yung partner ko, baka naman wala siya sa Pangasinan. So in 10 days, pag hindi ko nakita, I'll pack my things and go to Manila. Maybe he is in Manila. At akalain mo, in honor ng Lord yung prayer and fasting ko. On the 7th day, nakita ko siya, coordinator ng Interchurch Youth prayer meeting in Mapandan. At nung nakita ko siya, yun, narinig ko yung boses. Sabi niya, he's the one. Ayun. And alam niyo na, sabi niya kanina, I know that voice. I know that voice. That is the voice of God. Word, okay. Ito yung ito yung part na after ilang months na nanliligaw na siya, gusto ko na siyang busted din kasi ayoko talaga sa kanya. No, plano ko na siyang i-busted, no? But while I was praying, ang binigay na word ng Lord sa akin, no, Genesis chapter 22 verse 12. Ito yung time na iaalay na ni Abraham si Isaac. Sabi ng angel, don't hurt the boy. Grabe, ang lakas mo kay Lord. No, pinagtanggol siya ng Lord sa akin. Gusto ko na siyang i-busted, pero sabi ng Lord sa akin, huwag mo siyang saktan. O, hindi ko siya binasted. Okay? So, point number 2, sinalipat, word. Okay? Number 3, nung talagang sasagutin ko na siya, nag-struggle ako. Kasi nga, hindi talaga siya yung, sabi ko, hindi po kasi siya ganyan kagwapo noon eh. Grabe, hindi siya ganyan kagwapo noon. Ang gwapo-gwapo niya na ngayon. No, hindi siya yung type kong lalaki. Okay. Hindi siya yung tipo kong lalaki. Okay? Kasi parang ano siya noon eh. Anong tawag doon? Kung may dirty white, dirty look, parang gano'n. Okay. Pero yung
kasi ako na maitim.
Pero yung I have to renew my mind, no? Na yung maaring hindi siya gwapo sa akin nung panahong yun, pero kay Lord sobrang gwapong-gwapo siya kasi nga, no? God looks at the heart, no, not from the appearance. At yun na nga, buti na lang I surrendered my will to God. No, I broke my will and submitted to God. At kitang-kita niyo naman, no, today we are married. We are happily married for almost 17 years. And thank God because I am married to a man who makes me the happiest woman in the world every day. Ayan, katibayan nga lang kahapon, very busy siya na nagpe-prepare for preaching. Naramdaman ko masakit yung katawan ko dahil naglinis ako ng bahay, naglaba, nag-is-is ng kung ano-ano. Sabi ko, honey, magpaspa tayo. Tara! Okay, pagkatapos namin magpaspa, sabi niya, saan mo gusto mong mamasyal? Gusto mong pagkain? So, nag-crave ako ng, yung California Maki. Natikman ko through Sir Rob yun, no, sa Shimas. bumili siya ng 2 pack. Diba? Nakuha niyo yung 3 points ko. Prayer, word, and renew your mind. Ayan. Palapakan natin ng Lord. Okay, picture. Okay, picture na po tayo.
Ali.
Okay, nakapasok na ba ang
Smile,
lahat?
pasok na. Ilan naman pumapasok? 40 pa lang.
Uy, nakita ko si Jen from Russia. Nakita ko siya. Ayun! Hello, Jen!
Hello.
Ayun from Russia. Yan, nakapasok siya
Papasok ka na
ngayon.
ngayon. Sino mo yan? Kompleto ang kay Alec Flor. Hello, engineer. Jilin. Sino mga nandito? Pansoy family.
Bansoy
kompleto.
family. Serapion family.
Sino ba?
Ayan.
Paki-on na po lahat.
Lahat,
Mag-on na. Pwede na rin kayong mag-unmute.
Manuel, Jace. Di ko nabanggit kay... Isama mo yung si Ma'am Joanne, saka si Angel.
Okay, nasa center ng Alamino si Marcel at si Jessa. Madam Venus, ayun. Si Erin mukhang hindi na kinaya ng signal, nawala na yata ang isang panelist natin. Okay,
Hello.
sige. Ready na, Ali? May pumapasok pa ba?
41.
Oh.
Meron pong nagtatanong.
Ayun.
Pero
Hi.
hindi pa po nila nasisin.
May nagtatanong daw, hindi nasisin. Sige,
Hindi pa po si Tita Arcelia po. Si Tita Arcelia.
Juby, ibisin mo yung ni Madam Arcelia.
By the way, sa mga nanonood po, pwede po kayo pumasok dito sa Zoom. Mag-message lang po kayo and we will send you the link. Ayan, para nakikita po namin. Ang dami ni na Alec doon, 246. Wow, hello po.
Hindi kayo makita masyadong MJ.
Okay. Sino yung katabi ni Jace?
Gerson.
Yata yun. Okay. Pwede na ba?
Okay, sige.
Okay, si
Ikaw na
Ali.
yan.
At the count of Ali.
Smile lang lahat kasi hindi natin alam kung nakapasok kayo sa first page o hindi. Smile lang muna lahat. Smile. Ayan, hi Angel. Hi Ma'am
Hi,
Joanne.
Angel.
Smile. Magbilang ka naman, Ali, hindi namin...
Oo nga, Ali! Ay, wala pala tayo dyan.
Okay, first page. Waki daw po. 1, 2, 3. Waki! Second page. Another Waki. Wait lang.
Ba't wala sila?
Sino nag-lag? Ang cute ninyo.
Second page, baka nakahapit.
Yay!
Hindi na alam kung saan tutungo.
145.
Saan ninyo ang magbabay tayo sa
Bye-bye! Milk craze po, milk craze. Nag-vlog. Bye!
And that.
Okay.
Una ako.